All right, guys, I'm back. It's April 29th, and I got my favorite home run plays for today. But before we do, we got to recap yesterday, and we did not get either one of them to come through. Shohei Ohtani and Austin Wells. Oh, jeez, man. Put a little bit more on Ohtani, 0.15 of a unit, and Austin Wells just a tenth of a unit. So a grand total of a quarter unit loss yesterday, bringing our grand total of units won down to still a positive 2.45 units. We're basically betting we're basically betting a tenth of a unit. So 2.45 is absolutely amazing. To put it in a better scale, if you were to put about just one unit on every single one of them, you just multiply it by 10, right? And it's 24.5 units, somewhere in that range. So just to kind of put it into perspective, we're taking it early. It's cold. There's a lot of nasty weather games. The last how many days, one of them was the worst home run worst home run day in like 10 or 15 years. So like home runs are kind of down. So we're just trying to kind of dip our toe in the water and just kind of, survive and have fun, but survive until the weather starts warming up across the country and it gets hot and humid and all that good stuff that makes it easier for home runs to be hit, right? We didn't even start last year until late May on this channel, and we made 72.1 units last year. So to be up 2.45, we're already ahead of the game in terms of the calendar because we didn't even start, like I said, for another month. So we're just taking it slow. We didn't bet a 0.1 unit last year when we started, but we were starting under amazing, early summer kind of feeling temperatures, if you will. So with that being said, let's just get to these plays right here. We are so due. Are you still having fun? Because I'm still having fun. Because we're so due, man. And, let's get it today. Raphael Devers, my first play, taking on Bowden Francis. And you can see Francis, his number one pitch, the four-seam fastball, what a beautiful pitch to hit a home run off of. That's a good home run pitch, especially when he throws it 58% of the time. And he's given 3 home runs up to this pitch already on just 31 at-bats, okay? So when I say at-bats, it's 31 times it was engaged, okay? And it became a batted ball event. It was put into play, the four-seam fastball, or it was swung and it was struck on. It was a pitch that ended an at-bat, okay, basically, or, got a hit or a home run, 3 of them, okay? So now Devers has 2 home runs on 25 at-bats against the four-seam fastball. I'm loving the match here between the two and this pitch. And then the split finger second pitch, he throws about 26% of the time. He's given up 2 home runs on this pitch on just 18 at-bats. Devers, a 500 batting average, no home run, small sample size, 4 at-bats, 2 hits versus the split finger. So Devers, if you look at his last 3 games, he has 4 barrels. That's absolutely amazing. And he has 6 hard hits. Now, if you're new here, I just want really quick, a barrel is a certain launch angle. It starts around 26 to 30 degrees off the bat in conjunction with a 95 plus miles per hour. The higher the miles per hour it comes off the bat, the wider the launch angle range can become for it to be a barrel. And you're like, okay, what's with the barrel? That's the easiest way to hit a home run, or the recipe for home runs is if you hit a barrel, that perfect combination of exit velocity and launch angle, you have a great shot at hitting a home run. So Raphael Devers, 4 barrels in 3 games. He's doing home run hitter things. He can get home run for us, baby. So Bowden Francis, a pitcher, hopefully a facilitator of a home run for us because he gives up a 12.5 barrel percentage. That's absolutely horrible for a pitcher, a 2.81 home run to 9 innings to left-handed batters, and a 46% hard hit percentage. I love this opportunity. Can you get us a home run, Devers? It'd really be nice. All right, next matchup, Bryce Harper versus Mackenzie Gore. And you can see his top 2 pitches here. He throws them 88% of the time. The first one, the four-seam fastball, at 46% of the time. Gore throws that. He's giving it up at a 467 rate. 15 at-bats, 7 hits, 2 home runs already off this pitch to left-handed batters. What does Harper do against the four-seam fastball this year? 10 at-bats, 3 hits, of which 1 was a home run. Moving on to the second pitch, the slider, 42% of the time. Gore throws it. He commands this one much better. Only a 150 batting average given up. Only 3 hits on 20 at-bats. But let's just see what Harper's done against the slider. A 267, 15 at-bats, 4 hits, of which 1 was a home run. And when you look at Harper, in the last 2 games, he's got 2 barrels, so a barrel a game, and 5 hard hits. His last game, he had 4 hard hits. So I'm loving what I'm seeing here. Gore gives up a barrel percentage of 11.4%. That's absolutely horrible. A 1.74 home run per 9 inning to left-handed batters, and a 54% hard hit rate. I love this opportunity to play Bryce Harper. We'll get to the weather at the end of these. I'm anticipating this may be unplayable because the weather is so good in this game. Wind blowing out, I think it's like 30+% increase in terms of a home run probability from a weather perspective, that Bryce Harper might be priced too low. So we'll just have to see, but I absolutely love this matchup right here. Our next matchup, Ty France versus Tanner Bybee. You can see Bybee, a four-seam fastball. He throws it 30% of the time, and he commands it really well. A 167 batting average, no home runs given up on 12 at-bats and 2 hits. You could see France, a 278 batting average versus the four-seam fastball, 1 home run this year on 18 at-bats, 5 hits. And then the cutter, 25% of the time, Bybee throws that, a 444 batting average, 2 home runs surrendered to 9 at-bats, 4 hits. I'm loving that. Ty France, just 5 at-bats, a small sample size against the cutter. So a little bit of a question mark there. And then the sinker, 21% of the time, Bybee throws it, a 188 batting average, 1 home run given up on 16 at-bats and 3 hits. And then you can see France, a 227 batting average, no home run. So let's just say it doesn't take a rocket scientist to say this is probably my least favorite of the 3, okay? But it's not always, I watch baseball and it's like sometimes there's like a guy will hit a home run off of a pitcher. You're like, how the heck did you do that? Pitcher is essentially a ground ball pitcher, low hard hit percentage, all the stuff. It doesn't matter sometimes, right? Home runs can be hit by anybody on any given day. So what I'm trying to say is I'm more enamored, if you will, with what Ty France has done in the last 3 games. He has 5 barrels in 3 games, 8 hard hits. And when you talk about Tanner Bybee, I showed you how good he was on 2 out of the 3 pitches. His batting average against, he still gives up a 13.2% barrel rate, a 2.03 home run per 9 inning to right-handed batters, and a 41% hard hit rate. So, this is a great opportunity also. So there's 3 of them right there. And then I just want to touch base with, before we get to the weather, 3 leans, I guess. I was considering. I was going to try to go back to Austin Wells, but I don't know. I just passed on it. I do think I wouldn't be shocked if he hits a home run, right? That's what I'm basically saying. Riley Green, he was on the radar also. If it's a month from now or middle of summer, I might be playing every single one of these. But I told you already with the home run situation, it's tough this time of year. So, we got to be a little more selective. And then the third one that I was kind of considering was McCutchen of the Pittsburgh Pirates, his situation. But I'm just going to be looking to focus on the 3 that I've just discussed, where we, you have the graphics up and everything. I went into detail. So now let's get to the weather. You could see right here, holy moly, look at that, man. You think, why don't you have anybody from the St. Louis-Cincinnati game? It's a +50 essentially for a home run perspective to the positive, because I think it would be a waste of time because anybody would be priced sub 300. Okay. I could be wrong though, but I didn't really see anything I absolutely loved in terms of the matchup anyways. But like I said, +49% to the positive from a home run perspective. everybody's going to be priced so low that it's not probably worth it. So like I said, I was talking to you earlier, you can see almost in the middle of the screen right there, Philadelphia, the wind's blowing out. It's blowing fast. It's a plus 35. I don't know if Harper is going to be playable under those conditions. Now it's too good for your own good, I guess. So, there you go. Here's the last one right here. And then, there's the rest of them right there. So there's not even one bad game when you think of how bad it's been. The worst one today, I think, is 14% right here. And that's nothing compared to what we did. I mean, I wouldn't even want to bet that game in Seattle, not necessarily, and the wind's blowing in your face. So, it's already a hard enough ballpark to hit a home run, and it's saying it's about 14% worse because of weather. So there you go. There's 3 plays. I'm going to put my official plays in the pinned comment. Like I said, if someone's priced like ridiculous, like maybe Harper, he might not be a play. I'm not going to, bet someone if just say he's priced at like say plus 240. I'm not going to do that. Right. So we'll see. We'll see when the odds come out, and I'll put in the pinned comments what I'm doing. And I just want to say I absolutely love every single one of you guys, all the support. When I go to the comment section, I'm pleasantly surprised at how grateful you guys are and appreciative of me putting these videos out, because I'm just as appreciative of you guys giving it the attention, right? I put a lot of work into this. Home run plays are very difficult to hit on, but like I said, I believe that when it's all said and done over the course of the whole season, we're going to win more than we lose in terms of a profit. We definitely will be losing more bets, but because they're big plus money, plus 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, you're going to only win about 25% to about 35% on the good end. I almost hate to say this because like some people will be like, this is horrible. Like, no, you only have to do that to be profitable betting home runs. No one's winning above 50% of their bets on home runs. If they are, it's either the best season of their life or they're lying. So they're probably lying, but because it's just impossible to hit over 50% on 3 plus 300 minimum bets. Oh man. All right. I'm just rambling here. That's it. I just want to say you guys are the freaking best. I love you. And I'll just talk to you guys tomorrow.